Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm the Game Bastard Kyle.
I be Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.
We're playing Pirate Board.
Arr!
We last played this, about a year ago.
It's been a while.
And we're back because they have a Kickstarter for their Down Among the Dead expansion to Pirate Borg. Drops on September 17th, which should be around when this drops. So if you like Pirate Borg, or anything Borg, or cool books with great artwork, check out their Kickstarter on Kickstarter.com.
Yeah.
And tonight's adventure is in large part drawn from a preview copy of Down Among the Dead that they sent me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only played one episode when we did this, and I don't know why. I think we just had some scheduling issues, but...
Well, because for the first time in the history of this show, everything went the way it was supposed to go for Kyle's adventure.
Yeah, it was a legit one-shot. You guys got to where you needed to be.
But it ended on a cliffhanger as well, so...
It did. You had set out from Tortuga,
We're smart.
which in Spanish means turtle. Of course, you're pirates. Do you recall the name of your pirate ship?
The Proffitt.
Yeah.
Named after Kurt Russell's character in Overboard.
Yep.
That's correct.
Yes. Dean Proffitt.
And
A turtle bit my friend Dave once.
did it?
Yeah.
How is he?
He came out of the swamp and bit him.
In the...
Area.
Oh.
Yeah. Got him good. He's no longer with us.
Oh, so by area, you meant the brain.
And that turtle's name was Mike Tyson.
The venom got there.
Yeah, you guys went on an adventure to recover a treasure map that you later found was magically attached to part of a person.
The ass. It was an ass map,
It's
Kyle.
an-
Let's just get over
Just
it.
tried to build up to it.
Well, okay.
Wait, I thought ASMAP was that test you take to see what kind of job you get in the military.
That's map ass.
That's the suit you wear when you're around poisons.
I thought that was what went up when the stock market increased.
So now we will continue the adventure with your ass map to see if you find the treasure left by the pirate captain, Travis Doria, Old Bilge.
Yes, old Bilge. And had we decided at the end of the last episode to actually keep the treasure for ourselves?
Yeah, we decided, fuck Bilge. We got the ass map. We're just going to go hunting this treasure by ourselves. Never thinking for a moment that it might be only half of a map that I believe Bilge has the other half of.
Well,
Yeah.
there were two cheeks, so, I mean, why wouldn't it be a whole map?
It's true.
I'm just explaining our logic.
X marks the hole.
So, Corey, who's your character in this sojourn?
It doesn't matter. No, I'm playing No Beard Henson. He's a zealot. He's an ugly man. He has powers. He's essentially like a Southern Baptist preacher, but one of the mad ones.
So, a Southern Baptist preacher.
Well,
Except he doesn't worship Jehovah.
no, he worships Yam, which is a Canaanite god of the sea, which is good. A good god to have on your side.
Yeah, if you're a pirate,
Yeah.
for sure. You're not roaming around inner Utah.
Yeah, I'm not stupid.
Austin, who's your character?
Yeah, I'm Rick Harlan, the one-armed drumming chef.
What inspired that?
Chopped.
And moving on. Todd, tell me about my favorite character in the world.
His name is Captain Bubbles.
Yep.
He's the captain of the Proffitt. He is a sentient monkey, and he has a musket.
He's a literal monkey with a gun.
But that's
And-
not all he has.
No, he also has it's a jar of dried jellyfish dust that is his best friend and confidant named Tim Tim.
Yep.
And he's got a backpack with 10 items in it, although there are fewer items in it because he used a lot of them at the end of the last episode to help us on our mission. Basically, he had an entire person chopped up in his backpack. There were feet and hands and legs and...
Well, I like to imagine that it could have assembled a person, but it technically wasn't from all the same person.
Oh, no, it was from many different people.
Yeah.
He also has a bottle of rum and a lantern.
In case you don't know much about Pirate Borg, it takes place in a setting called the Dark Caribbean, and it is quite a dark place.
So if you want to go back and listen to the initial episode, that was episode 87 of the Bastard Quest podcast.
For a little perspective, we are on episode 140.
Yeah, and it says Pirate Borg. That'll help.
And did we do a session 0 for this?
We did. So if you want to join our Patreon, you can listen to that shit. It's actually a lot of fun making characters in this system.
It really is.
I mean, it's rolling at random, but the tables are amazing. I gotta say, it's the best table rolling we've done.
Yeah, we particularly liked character creation in this game, not just because any board game turns out to be pretty kick-ass, but any of these OSR games will generally include a mechanic for rolling your attributes and characteristics randomly. And this one in particular, we were able to roll randomly for literally every characteristic, background,
Hat.
yeah,
Critical.
physical trademark, idiosyncrasies, all of it came out randomly, and we were able to kind of build our characters off of what we resultantly rolled.
Yeah, I mean, we got a crazy priest of Yam, a one-armed drummer, and a monkey with a gun.
Yep.
So the core rule of Pirate Borg is very simple. You got a D20. You may add a stat bonus to it if relevant, and you're going to try to roll equal to or greater than a relevant difficulty rating.
Which Kyle provides in this case.
Yeah, so if it's easy, I think it's an 8. So for doing something easy, as long as you roll an 8 or better, you're good. Normal difficulty is 12, hard is 16. You get the idea. It's very simple.
Yeah, and our stats have plus and minuses. We have Devil's Luck we can use that can alter the gameplay quite a bit.
Yep.
And depending on the situation, the ship may also help us out. The ship has its own stats and its own HP.
Yep.
It is a dark and stormy night. You are aboard your ship, the Proffitt, in choppy seas, hurricane-laden seas. The ship is heaving up and down. First mate is emptying his guts over the rail. The bosun is crapping his pants from fear. It's the worst storm you guys have ever been in. And you're in a race with Captain Duria's ship, the Mossy Pete.
Oh, no.
Because a few weeks ago, back in Tortuga, after months of fruitless searching, you went back to your old bilge and you both traded information. Now you each have a complete map to the treasure island of the 15 chests. You're racing his ship there, the Mossy Pete. Neither of you, of course, knew you were going to run into a hurricane just north of Venezuela. Seems like a bad idea, sailing a ship full of drunken idiots through a hurricane. But as the lightning crashes in the sky, you have some choices to make. You can trust Yam and your skills and continue on, or you can heave to, batten down the hatches, and try to weather the storm safely, and possibly let the Mossy Pete, based on Patreon member Mossy Pete, Captain Bilge's ship, beat you to the treasure island. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to take the safe choice? Because I'm going to roll randomly above board. I'm going to roll randomly for the Mossy Pete and Captain Duria's ship. They could run into some trouble, but they are going to try to weather the storm.
Well, I don't give a good yam damn about a damn hurricane. More like a hurricane.
Don't you have control over the weather?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Yam.
Somewhere high in the cloud, you hear, Yam!
Yeah, my boy.
Arr, so me hearties, what think ye we should do? Should we ride out the hurricane using the magic weather controlling of a hairless dude over here, or should we batten down and make sure that we're all safe?
So Todd, Captain Bubbles hears the voice of his friend, his best friend,
Tim,
Tim, talking to him. Hi! Hi, Bubbles!
Oh, yes, Tim, what say ye?
Hi, man! I'm having some problems. The heaving and the jeebing.
What can I do to ease thy pain, Tim, my friend?
Well, I could use a foot rub.
Do you have one of those in your bag?
Not anymore,
Oh,
unfortunately.
damn it.
He did have a Mr. Foot before, if I
did,
recall
yeah.
correctly.
Oh, shit.
Captain Bubbles unscrews the lid and reaches a couple of fingers in there and starts rubbing the dust.
No, I need you to find me a host and pour me down his throat, and then you can rub his feet and I'll feel it.
Arr.
Normal stuff, nothing weird.
Hey, but Tim, I don't know that I could be looking at someone else and seeing my friend. Kind of like you where you are in the jar.
Well, I'm just saying I could be more helpful if I had arms and legs and 30 eyes. Well, I mean, however many you have.
Okay, Tim, you drive a hard bargain. Let me find one of the crew and I'll feed him your dust.
Okay. Corey,
I'm not eating him.
no.
Oh,
Is Henson going to appeal to Yam?
oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. So you're going to try to use some magic?
Yep.
What is your intent here?
To intensify the storm. They'll never expect it.
Agreed.
No, he's going to try to ease the storm and make a path for the Proffitt.
Ah, clever.
And if he could also like shoot the storm more intensely towards the Mossy Pete.
I would say you could do one or the other.
Okay, I'm going to ease our way.
Okay. And you could always, now remember, if you roll a crit, you can hit things with lightning.
Yeah, we'll cross that road.
It's difficulty rating 12s.
Okay.
So roll a d20 plus whatever ability applies.
Which is my spirit, which is +2.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if you succeed, you'll be able to control the weather to open a tranquil path for the Proffitt.
Okay.
If you fail, something bad will happen.
Okay, so No Beard opens his yamble and reads from the book of Shane.
Oh, God.
Shane, chapter 1, verse fucking 2. Get the fuck out of the way, Storm, you dickhead. So saith Yam. I rolled a 1. Oh, fuck you.
Nice. Now, you do have Devil's Luck you could spend if you wanted.
Oh, that's true. I've got 4 Devil's Luck.
Jesus Christ, really?
No,
Yeah.
Yamas Christ.
Yeah.
Yam provides.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 to re-roll anything.
Damn. How much devil's luck you got, Todd?
1.
That's what I've got.
Well, we're godless, yamless heathens, Austin.
Well, I figured out a long time ago, just write whatever the fuck you want in these fucking boxes. Kyle doesn't proofread our shit.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
So many things just clicked into place for me.
That's a 17. Yeah!
Nice.
There's this overwhelming sense of pressure in Henson's head as Yam turns the full weight of his gaze upon his one worshiper. Yam! Off the top rope! And you have this image of this great hirsute form cannonballing from the heavens into the oceans in front of you,
Yam, I'm tagging you in. Fuck you, Storm up.
punching Thor in the face, taking a metal chair and using it the worst way possible in the God of Thunder. The storm clears just around the Proffitt, and your pace begins to quicken. Now, do you also want to invoke Yam to wreak his holy vengeance upon the Mossy Pete? Or do you want them to face the elements alone? Random chance.
Well, I'm assuming, having seen a pirate movie, we don't know exactly where their ship is.
You can see them in the far distance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm shooting at them. With Yam. Shooting a Yam at him.
You'd have to cast the spell again, do the ritual again. So this would be one of your daily uses.
Okay.
It's the same, D12.
Okay. I'm going to pretend I'm marking this off, but I'm not.
It's fair.
Idiot.
A sniper on a mountaintop.
In the middle of the ocean.
That's a 7. I got a shit ton of devil's luck. Well, I'm down to 2 now. 15.
You get the impression of in your mind of a large divine form standing up from the waves, shouting "You!" and pointing his finger at the Mossy Pete.
As I read from the book of Teresa.
I'm about to go Buzz Aldrin on your moon-landed sons of non-yams. And there's this bolt of lightning that slams into the Mossy Pete, smashes its mast. You see flames distant on the horizon. The Mossy Pete disappears behind a huge wave. Its fate, for you, unknown. But they have not passed this night unmolested.
Arr, well done, me hairless matey. Now that we're upon the calm seas, I'm going to retire to my quarters and furiously masturbate to me picture of Jane Goodall. Jesus. It's a monkey.
I understand. Totally got the joke.
That's not the problem.
Dear Lord.
This is what monkeys do.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot about
Ever
that.
been to a zoo, Corey?
Yeah, I've seen the deleted scenes of it. Jesus. Yam. Yam had mercy.
Nobody watched the end of the tape after Coco took off Mr. Rogers' shoes.
Arr, if that one doesn't work, I'll move on to Diane Fossey. Arr.
The Proffitt continues on through the night, sailing towards its distant destination, the treasure island with the 15 chests. At dawn, the storm broken, you see in the distance a green, tranquil, tropical island somewhere off the northern coast of Venezuela.
Captain, I believe this is it. This is what matches the image on the ass map.
I've stared at that ass for hours. I confer.
What say you, Tim Tim?
Wait, weren't you feeding Tim Tim to a person to make him a person?
Oh, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just glad we're all such good friends.
Hi,
We have great adventures. Remember that time we went to Fire Island,
Oh, no.
a fire festival?
Hey, Rick, that thing's a fucking sin.
That was a good time. I got one of those glow sticks and hung it around my neck.
See, that's a sin, too. I prayed to a damn cloud man, and this is fucked up.
You know what's starting to bother me is
That monkey's masturbating's also sin.
Are you listening to the thing that Jar of Dirt's saying?
Oh, man, yeah. He weirds me out.
He seems friendly enough, but that's a sin.
I can't hear anything.
I don't trust him.
He's just shaking it up and down like it's speaking, but...
Well, I love you, too.
Bubbles, what's he saying?
Tim Tim be all about friendship and fellowship and ship.
You make your approach to the island, sailing around its western coast. Consulting your charts, the other name for this island, Crab Island, you're not sure why.
I've got to guess.
Named after Peter Crab.
Oh, our newest Patreon. I
Yeah.
forgot about Peter.
Your route takes you into a bay.
Watch out! There's a goddamn volcano ahead. I'm sorry, it's just an ass zit.
The beach is surrounded by these colossal mangrove trees. And in the distance, a huge waterfall pouring into the bay from one of the mountainous cliffs. According to what you learned in Tortuga, pirates and conquistadors have been hiding treasure in a cave behind the waterfall for over a century. Of course, the caves beyond are said to be confusing and labyrinthine, but part of your map does detail a route through where old Captain Bilge hid his, which you had agreed to split with him, but then you betrayed him because the monkey is greedy.
Tim Tim, we find this treasure. I will grant ye wish. I will pour you down the gullet of one of me shipmates so that you could become a real boy and we can finally hug.
Okay, I prefer a full-grown man.
I hate this monkey, man.
Also, when you say it like that, it seems weird, even to me.
Makes me not want to do it as much.
I'm just gonna be a parasite rotting his brain. Like, he's still gonna be there. Like, you're not killing him.
Yeah.
So you can see the waterfall, huge waterfall, 1,000 feet. And there's a large mangrove, a colossal mangrove tree next to it that's actually been ruined by perhaps a bolt of lightning. Part of it has fallen over and shattered. There appears to be some rocky outcroppings that do indeed form a path that lead behind the waterfall.
All right, so how far away from our current landing is the waterfall?
Well, it's quite distant. This is a huge bay. You'd obviously have to anchor in the bay and rowboat to the island.
Gotcha.
Fellas, I just consulted the damn Yambo again. In the book, Elisa Left Eye Lopez has a lot to say about this, especially about damn waterfalls. And don't marry a football player, apparently. It's a weird book now when you really look at it.
And don't ride a Jeep in Central America.
I like the part where she burns down his house.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, she's just, I'm an arsonist.
Jesus.
I gasoline and matches, my old nemesis.
I'm going to stop playing this game now. You guys just let me know how it turns out. I'll edit whatever needs to be edited. Going home.
All aboard the rowboat. I want my hairless matey and my one-armed matey to join.
Yes, here we go. I just finished a soup. I'll bring it with us.
And since Austin only has one arm, we initially start out just going in a circle because he only has one oar.
Aw, you make the one-armed guy row.
This is terrible.
But after that, they, of course, make him get out of the boat and push it while flapping his legs.
Quit calling it the boat. It's got a damn name. It's the Annie.
What?
Named after Goldie Hawn's character in Overboard. Come on, y'all. Watch a classic.
Yeah, he's not doing too good anyway. He's a chef with scurvy. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, none of us are doing great.
Well, like, I want you to think about the logistics of still getting scurvy even though you're the one that can just grab a peach from the fucking shelves anytime you want.
Do we have peaches?
I mean, probably.
I doubt it.
So you row across the bay, make your way up a wet and rocky face. It's not a hard climb, but to essentially a stone path that twists around the side of the cliff to go behind the waterfall. What's the marching order here?
As captain, I'll take the lead because, as you know, I have a lantern.
Well, I guess I'll be the damn all beef patty then. Come on, bun, bottom bun.
And I'll take up the rear with my fine saber.
You ain't got a damn sesame seed.
So, Kyle, on my lantern, it says has D6 hours of oil. Do I need to roll?
Yeah, roll a d6.
All right. God damn it.
So you've got an hour.
We have an hour to find the treasure before the lamp goes out.
So are you guys going to take your time? This is a rocky, wet, slippery path to the waterfall. You're going to take your time, or are you going to hustle?
No, I say we charge through. And Rick's also beating his drum as they walk through the woods.
Well, I'm looking at my agility. I'm taking my time. I'm sure the ape will be fine, but...
Yeah, it's the only thing I have a positive number in. I have a +2 for agility.
Well, if you're not all hustling, then there's no point in any of you. So it takes you about 10 minutes to work your way down the path. Get behind the waterfall. There is a huge cave opening. You can't really hear anything. You have to yell because of the roar of the water coming down the cliff. And there's a dark cave that extends into the cliffside. You follow it for a ways, and it splits, a path going right and left. Your map, you know, you should go to the right. However, to the left, you can see in the distance that the cave opens, and there's a pool of water with a faint pink glow, and you can hear soft singing from beyond. I say we go that way.
But Tim, me map says we go the other way.
Yeah, but what if it's a chick?
What did he say?
Tim wants to know if it is yonder fair maiden making the noise and casting the pink glow.
Oh, I've been a pirate a long time, and I can definitely tell you it's probably a maiden, but not the kind we like.
What say you, hairless matey?
I'm celibate except for fish. Gam said it's cool.
I bet it's Sally Field.
She went in fucking overboard. So is there something compelling us to go that way, or is
Not
this
at
just
all.
completely our decision?
It is completely your decision.
Then
There-
absolutely the fuck not.
Yeah, I'm not going that way.
Okay, so you guys ignore, no doubt, the treasure and
Note Gwen Stefani's down there?
head to the right, down a cavern sloping lower.
Y'all, we should also fucking consider this. We're talking about that prick Bilge. He could have gave us a fake ass.
A faked ass
Could
map.
be telling us to go this way because there ain't nothing but crocs down there. We could have just went to the hot lady place that gave us money. Or an offering. But I didn't get dressed up in my Yamdy best to fuck around with you guys. We need to start thinking about these things. Praying.
So you move into a massive cavern. It's long and loud echoes whenever you move around or talk to one another. Sharp contrast with the roaring of the water outside. It's damp. You shine the lantern, and there are thousands of stalagmites and stalactites, multiple rock columns that run floor to ceiling. You can see coins scattered amidst the jumble of the floor here and there. And in the shadows, beyond your immediate reckoning, sea chests scattered around, some covered haphazardly with rocks and dirt, others just standing in the open. But your map leads you through this cavern, supposedly to another area where there's greater treasure.
Ooh, dibs, guys. Just hang on a second. So Rick has a distinctive flaw of being impulsive.
Okay.
So I'm going to say he feels the need to stop by one of the easier to access chests while they're on their way, thinking, just on the way.
So you stop by one of the chests, the first one you come to. It's old, rusted, but the lock is still stoutly fastened.
All right, so I have two weapons on me. One of them is a fine saber. The other one is a small sword. And I'm going to use the small sword to see if I can get some leverage enough to crack this lock open.
Okay.
Hold on a minute there, Pyromania. I got a damn hammer and nails over here. I'll just beat on this fucking thing.
Oh, bring it over, bring it over.
Yam!
Meanwhile, Captain Bubbles, he has a backpack.
Yeah.
So all of those loose coins, he's just picking them up and putting them in his backpack.
Okay. So you don't have to roll. You can easily hammer the chest open and gather coins. So Todd, roll a D100. percentile dice. Austin, roll a d8.
Okay.
Believe it or not, Kyle, I actually rolled 100.
What the fuck?
You
100 gin emerge and fry us.
You find 100 coins.
Oh,
Yay.
fucking A. Good job, Monkey.
Varying nationalities, varying values, but 100 old coins. Austin, what did you roll?
Hang on. Did you just say good job, monkey?
He did.
I support my friends.
Hi, Bubbles! Way to go!
All right, I'm rolling a d8. I also rolled the highest possible. I rolled an 8.
Rick Arland opens the chest. It comes open with a mighty creak. Dust flakes off of the wooden slats. And inside, an old burlap sack, is 4,000 coins.
Ooh.
Marked with the crown of Spain. Silver.
Well, shit, guys. This one's empty.
Everyone can obviously see the giant amount of treasure just sitting there, illuminated by the one lamp you all have.
I need an offering.
Take it. I have it to spare.
And you notice the markings on this chest match others hidden amidst the columns and the stalactites.
Okay, we'll come back around to that after we find Bilge's stuff.
So you guys are gonna, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna leave this here, unmolested?
We didn't come here for yam damn silver. We came here for the gold, the good stuff. This is small fry bullshit. This dog and pony show right here is down to his last damn schnauzer.
Yeah, you're right. We should find what we came here for. And as he's saying this, Rick is stuffing his pockets and his clothes full of coins like Smee at the end of Hook.
Noted.
Great reference, Austin.
Fuck off. I've watched what I've watched.
They are pirates. So you make your way through the massive cave. Every once in a while, you think you see something large moving in the distance, silently. But you can't get a firm sighting. Every time you try to flash your lamp in that direction, you see nothing but stone and shadow. Finally, you come to a rough peninsula of rock jutting out into a underwater lagoon. It stretches off into the darkness to either side of you. And on the far side, on the sheer side of the cliff, are various openings that look like doors and windows. And indeed, this appears to have been some sort of ancient settlement, deserted, covered in dust. But there are gangplanks and ropes and ladders and walkways leading from the old dwellings here. And your map indicates that you should go through this area, go through these old places to get to the true treasure.
Guys, we found One-Eyed Willie.
There is an old pirate ship with lots of traps.
Oh, great.
But there is no clear way to get across this lagoon.
Pretty sure monkeys can swim.
Sure.
And how much distance is this lagoon to get to the other side?
It's not very wide. It's about 15 feet across.
Okay.
So you said there are gangplanks and like suspension bridges all around. With this place being so kind of decrepit, are there any like hanging ropes or anything like that where we could see about maybe swinging across?
They're all on the other side. There's no way you could swing across, but you could potentially swing back.
Okay. Actually, now that I say that, in my bucket, which is how Rick carries his shit around,
Yeah.
I have 30 foot of rope.
Okay.
You want to lasso something?
I kind of do.
And I got a fishing rod. You ever think about that?
I hadn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rick's going to try to loop something that can help get them across.
So it takes you guys about 10 minutes, but using your fishing rod and your rope, some ingenuity and some elbow grease, you get a line connected to what seems like a fairly sturdy post on the other side.
Okay, real quick, I want to look around for any like dried driftwood or anything like that. I'm afraid the lantern is going to go out soon, and I want to make a torch.
Okay.
Can I do that?
You can scavenge around. What ability are you using to take a look?
Well, our stats are strength, agility, presence, toughness, and spirit. I guess presence in this situation?
Sure.
Plus, I think this would be the place to look for that, because if this is an abandoned or, long forgotten settlement, then surely there's stuff around here that's meant to be for illumination.
There's sticks and like rope to wrap around the end of the stick and to light on fire, because that's how you make a good torch.
Yeah.
Along with pitch, but sure.
Oh. Well, I can light it off the lantern.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great fucking torch.
It's going to be a great torch.
Okay.
Yeah, you can look around.
Yeah, and thank God you had that rope, because being the only one with the lantern, probably not a good idea for Bubbles to swim across.
Well, okay, so D20, right?
Yep, DR12.
I have a 0 in presence. Got a 3.
Got a 3.
Can't make a torch to save my life. Worship the wrong god. Should have went with Flam, the fire god.
Somewhere deep in the bowels of the cave, you hear Flam.
We'll talk.
You do find an old barrel of pitch, and you're able to jury rig together a torch. However, it takes you about 10 minutes to do this.
Oh, fuck.
Your lamplight is going low.
I'd apologize if I gave a fuck.
The three of you
This character is aggressive.
Yam.
make your way, use the rope to pull yourself across to the derelict village, and you have to climb up to the dilapidated structures. Now, if you didn't have a rope or anything, you would have had to climb up the sheer wall, and you'd have a pretty significant chance of falling in. You don't have to do that, so good use of equipment.
I have one arm, so I had to think of something.
It is clear that the huts and caves here have not been used in many years.
Arr, looks like these people should have worshipped the god Sham, the cleaning god.
Sham wow.
But as you're standing in an old doorway, shining the light of the lamp around, something large moves in the lagoon water below you, away to the west.
Is it a Dianoga?
No, those have been extinct for a while.
Well, that sounds foreboding. No Beard Henson is going to worship a new god, Wham, who will sing the beast to sleep. Jitterbug.
You go into the deepest part of the abandoned village and find a verdigris-covered bronze door set incongruously in a cave wall. Using the combination from the map, you open it, and a well-made stone corridor leads into a large room. You shine the light around, and it reflects off gold. A human skeleton has been completely dipped in gold and propped up on this stone throne in the middle of the room, dressed in trinkets and old armor. Supposedly, it is Cortez himself, dipped in the Aztec gold that he stole so many years ago. And he's worth a fortune, whoever it is. Also beside him is a tall glaive propped on the throne. It has a black blade of indeterminate make.
Oh, I call that. We just lost the last few knives in the storm. I need that for the galley.
And this treasure is sitting on, like I said, on a stone throne in the middle of a large room that is otherwise empty.
All right, load your damn bucket up.
This indeed is a treasure worth more than most of us could imagine, mateys. However, I feel we need to inspect this throne before we remove the skeleton from it for booby traps and whatnot.
What'd you say? And Rick's holding the glaive.
Hey, Austin, for no reason, make a spirit roll.
A spirit roll?
Yeah.
Well, whatever for.
No reason.
Oh, okay.
Just for science.
All right, well, I have a spirit of 0. I haven't made a roll yet this game, so... That's a 1.
Oh, you whole...
Demonic laughing fills your mind. I am the weapon of Yog-Sothoth. Hello, friend. Together we shall spill your compatriot's blood and dance in it for the glory of my lord.
That's a good cameo from Ogtun Cthulhu, yeah.
Yog-Sothoth. You are all now in combat because Rick Arlen has gone insane and is going to try to one-arm glaive you into oblivion.
For the love of fucking yam.
Arr, I knew I should have instilled him with the spirit of Tim Tim.
I would never do this.
I know, Tim Tim, I know.
Bubbles, let's kill this fucker.
Let's do it.
So we're going to have everybody roll individual initiatives. It's going to be a D6 plus your agility.
Okay. I have a -1 in agility.
Good for
I
you.
have 0.
+2 for Captain Bubbles.
I rolled a 5.
I got a 2.
1 + 2, that's 3.
Austin, it appears Yog-Sothoth is with you.
Cool.
You may act first.
Yeah, this will be the best prank. Yeah, I got to remind everybody, one of my idiosyncrasies for Rick is he's a trickster, and I think this counts.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any more physical control over his body, but if that makes you feel better, sure.
So he takes a look at the one that's grown more and more belligerently religious this time around and takes a swing at him.
So you're going to make a strength melee attack roll against, I assume...
Against the bald one.
Yeah. Corey, so you will roll agility for your defense. And you guys, you're basically trying to roll not less than Austin.
Okay, D20.
Yep.
Okay, I have a -1 in agility.
Nice.
+1 in strength.
I got an 8.
I rolled a 20. Unnatural.
Okay. So Austin's going to do a D10 of damage.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
Corey, you take 2 damage.
Okay, I have 4 hit points. Ah, damn it, he just done took half my life.
Now, given that this cursed glaive is a 2-handed weapon, and old Rick One-Arm Arland only has 1, I'm going to say there's a chance that he simply loses control and drops it in the combat. Now, this will not end his curse. It will simply mean the weapon is out of his hand.
Okay.
I have a question for how much we can veer off the crunchy stuff in terms of role-playing here. We all have a thing of importance for our characters we keep on us at all times. Rick's are a set of broken manacles from when he was previously indentured. In my mind, when we described these initially, they were cursed. Is there some way I could try to get the guys to like put these manacles back on Rick to break the curse?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know, Austin.
Okay.
Depends on how well they roll and how poorly you roll.
Okay.
But for now, you need to make an agility roll to keep hold of the glaive.
To just hang on to it. Okay.
Yeah.
I have an agility of 0.
One of my favorite things about this podcast is the adorable way Austin always tries to outwit Kyle.
Well, this is just, I mean, we've
It's a
got all
good
the,
idea. That's not going to work.
I mean, we've got all these other character bits that we just never really get to make use of. So
Well, maybe you'll all die in this dark cave.
that's likely. All right, rolling agility. That's a 4.
So the glaive hammers into Henson, drawing blood. And the rebound, the fury of the motion causes Arlen to lose control. It goes out of his hand and clatters on the ground.
That's because my blood's wetter than most.
Todd, it's your turn. It is indeed a very wet blood glaive now.
Wetter than fuck.
Hey, let's grab that glaive. It's a great weapon. It sings to me in the darkness.
But don't forget, Tim. We have a musket as well.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Captain Bubbles is going to aim his musket. He's going to aim it at the leg of Arlen.
Yeah, that's where the femoral artery is. Get him. All right, roll your attack.
Thanks for not shooting off my other arm.
I thought about it.
So a range attack uses your presence.
And my presence is a -3.
Jesus.
Now, Austin, you can attempt to dodge with your agility.
All right, I will do so while at the same time hopefully diving toward the glaive again.
I rolled a natural 20, but it's a -3, so that's a 17.
Does that matter when it's a natural 20?
It does not. It's still a crit.
All right, yeah,
Wow.
I rolled a 10.
So Todd crits with his musket.
So the musket does 2d6 of damage.
So with the crit, it does 4d6.
Nice. 13.
Smoke fills the room. A crashing sound as a musket ball shrieks across this dark cave and slams into Rick Arland. Austin, I'm assuming you don't have 13 hit points.
I have 5 hit points.
Okay.
So
Roll a d6, Austin.
2.
Hemorrhage.
Hey.
Bullet slams into you. You immediately begin bleeding profusely internally and out, which is the worst way to bleed. You will die in D2 hours unless treated. All tests are DR16 in the first hour, DR18 in the last hour. So roll a D2.
Okay. That's a 1.
You will die in an hour.
Oh,
I'm surprised I have that long.
God, you're like the lantern of people.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You went to negative hit points, so you're just dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's more like it.
The bullet blows out of your back.
Oh, okay.
Your lungs are splattered across the gold-dipped Cortez, who maybe smiles in grisly fate. But within your mind, you hear a demonic voice say, "Bye!"
Well, Tim, it looks like we'll have to find another body for ye.
I thought you didn't want to give me to Rick.
Well, me plan was to wound him, and then I was gonna pour you down his gullet and you could take over the demon which had possessed him.
Oh, okay.
But now we'll never know if that would have worked.
That would have been fucking cool as fuck, monkey.
Yeah, but it kind of been like a honeymooner type situation. We're both stuck in this brain. Who's in charge? I don't know.
I'll tell you one damn thing. I'm getting that bucket. No Beer grabs the bucket and starts filling it full of gold, keeping a wide berth of the demon sword.
Good call. So, yeah, you can take the gold-dipped Cortez skeleton and dump it into the bucket.
Okay.
Okay.
What size bucket is it?
It's 5 gallon.
This is a large Home Depot bucket.
Oh, okay, got it.
A human skeleton is not that large once you take all the meat off.
Yeah, I guess so.
Also, people back then were way shorter.
That's true.
Yeah. This guy was basically a hobbit.
His dog tag says Bungo Tuk Tuk. The fuck is that?
So you have the Cortez golden skeleton.
Well, they do.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Yeah, nobody's talking to you for the rest of the night, Austin. Just
see you guys
sit over
later.
there quietly, please.
Nobody said grab the evil glaive, Austin.
He's impulsive.
Well, I mean, it was dramatic. I'm happy it happened.
It was a fun fight.
All right, what next? What do you guys do? You have the treasure, you assume.
Let's make fucking haste.
Arr, yes.
You head out of the treasure chamber, back through the ruined village, to the lagoon. This and the fight has taken about 10 minutes, so you have maybe 10 minutes left on your lantern.
Well, that one guy had a good idea earlier about roping across.
He did.
So, yeah, we're going to grab on some ropes. The monkey's going to have a great time with this.
That would save you a lot of time. Todd, you don't have to roll, because you're a monkey.
Yeah.
Corey, you're a primate, but not a monkey.
Right, but I don't have hair, so I'm faster.
Sure.
No resistance.
Also makes it harder to hang onto the rope.
I'm essentially an Olympic swimmer.
Okay, Michael Phelps, roll a d20.
I'm high.
Make an agility roll.
Okay, I have a -1 in agility. Ooh, that's a 9. You know what? I'm going to use one of these final devil's lucks here. That's a 12.
You land safely amidst the stalactites and stalagmites, taking no damage from the Tarzanian-like swing across the lagoon.
Fucking A.
Captain Bubbles does a flip before he lands on the ground.
It's very impressive. Mm-hmm. You guys are making your way back through the large cavern, and you pass by the chest that Arland opened earlier, full of silver. Do you take it? It will require both of you to carry.
Silver ain't worth a fuck there, Virgil. Let's go.
Arg, I agree. We must make haste back to the ship.
Fuck is Virgil?
He's the monkey from Project X
Yes.
with Matthew Broderick.
Oh, I don't know how I could have. How did you know that? Fucking crucify me for making a Hook reference. Meanwhile, you're rolling out the fucking Matthew Broderick monkey movie.
Well, Matthew Broderick killed a man.
He did. It's true.
Yeah, let's move on.
Well, Robin Williams is dead.
Yeah.
Bubbles and Henson make it out of the caves just as the lantern flickers out. And I assume you guys just simply head back to your ship?
Yep.
We get back in the Annie.
Yeah. You make it to your rowboat. You row back to the Proffitt.
Much faster now that they're two armed people.
Yeah. With no further incident.
As Bubbles and Henson get back to the ship, they are walking up the gangplank, which is, of course, protected by Gangplank Corporal Bloody Mary Hill. And Bubbles hears Tim going,
Hi!
"What is it, Tim?
I would like to possess a human host.
What about Bloody Mary Hill, Tim?
Well, I'm not real picky at this point.
All right." Captain Bubbles takes out his jar of Tim
Yeah.
and says to Bloody Mary Hill, "Bloody Mary Hill, you will drink from this jar of dust, or I will fling my poo at thee."
Oh, no.
You might need to make a presence roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Presence is, once again, -3. That's going to be a 6, so I am going to use my final Devil's Luck.
Okay.
This is important.
Yes. Oh, okay, that's a little better. That's an 11.
You needed a 12.
Arr.
She clamps hands over her mouth, shakes her head, and is just backing away.
Captain Bubbles pours Tim Tim into his hand and blows the powder into her face like in Wes Craven's The Serpent and the Rainbow.
All right, roll your spirit for unleashing a magical attack.
That is also a -3.
What great monkey.
Ah, yes, that's a 14.
Tim Tim infects this member of the crew.
What the fuck are we doing?
Or at least that's what the monkey thinks.
Can we not just take our treasure and go home? We did a great job. Austin died, but, you know.
Because all Bubbles really did was just blow dried up jellyfish dust into somebody's face. Tim Tim is not real.
Mary, just fucking talk to him like a damn powder man every once in a while. Just make him happy. I don't want to deal with this monkey's shit.
Oh, I'm your friend, Tim Tim.
Oh my God, it's a yam miracle!
I've got stuff to do. I'm gonna go wash my new body's face.
Arr, come back to me quarters, Tim Tim. I'll share me tire swing with ye.
Okay. She goes below deck to wash the dried jellyfish dust out of her face.
Mary, actually clean the fucking gangplank.
Yes, sir. I don't know why my Mary Hill voice sounds like...
Well, I think it's more Mary doing a Tim Tim.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. So, yeah, you escape with the treasure. I just thought it would be obvious no one would touch the evil weapon. Oh,
really?
Yeah, I know. That's
You're an idiot, Kyle.
You know what? That's my bad. It's my bad.
I totally considered it.
Yeah. But
The only reason Bubbles didn't is because he has a musket.
that's
Yeah,
fair.
I've got a fucking belaying pin.
Though I would like to point out that in this case, I did not kill Austin's character.
Absolutely not.
No, it was Todd.
No, well, it was Bubbles.
Well, we did it together, guys. We're a team.
Yeah, and I can log my first character death in a while. That's not the first time I've died. I think I died super hardcore in Alien.
I don't think any of us have died in a while.
It's been a minute. Todd died in Conan and in the Victorian Call of Cthulhu.
And
Oh, now that you bring that up, I think I may have self-sacrificed so Corey could get away.
there's been lots of times we've died, for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind.
We almost all died in Morkborg, except for Austin's character.
Yeah.
Austin did survive Mark Borg.
Yeah.
I regularly die off podcast, so
Well, you know,
Kyle, I have a question.
yes, Todd.
You don't have to answer, but I'm just wondering, had we chosen to go to the left where we heard the singing and the pink glow in the cave, what would have happened?
Well, Cuba Gooding Jr. No, it's a mermaid, and you can actually do like some service for it. She'll give you a very expensive gem.
Oh, well, son of a bitch.
Yeah. If you take more than one chest out of the main cavern, a giant crab attacks you.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn, we should have done that too.
You would have all died. It is terrifying.
You know what else is terrifying? Not having any dice to play role-playing games with. That's why you should go to NorseFoundry.com. At NorseFoundry.com, you can find all kinds of dice in all manner of colors and shapes and made out of all different manner of materials. And when you go to checkout, enter promo code CHAM, that's CHAM, for the 10% Bastard Quest discount. NorseFoundry.com. And we would also like to thank our sponsor, Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway Street in beautiful downtown Paducah, right there on the banks of the Ohio River. They have whiskey.
Don't take the left bathroom.
It says family bathroom. That's a ruse.
And only remove one urinal cake. Lest ye be cursed. But yeah, that was super fun playing Pirate Board again.
Yeah, I really love anything Borg related, but these OSR games are pretty fucking fun.
Pirate Borg is fantastic. Like, really, like, we're looking at little details on the sheet earlier. For instance, there's like page numbers on the sheets to point out where in the book you can find information about certain skills and weapons and things like that. That's fucking an awesome little detail.
That is something I really would like to see other games mimic. That is super handy.
Yeah, a fantastic, well put together game for sure.
Yeah, it's
And fun as fuck.
very fun. And I can't say, you know, one of the big attractions of Pirate Borg and Mork Borg is the art design and the
Oh,
aesthetic
yeah.
of the books.
And the piracy.
And again, tonight's adventure was largely taken from Down Among the Dead, which is on Kickstarter right now as you're listening to this, as long as you're listening to it in late September, early October 2024, the year of our Lord Anno Domini.
Year of our yam.
Year of our yam. It's a great Kickstarter. Go support Limithron, the team over there.
And speaking of support, thank you to all of our listeners, all of our patrons, all those that engage with us on social media. We love you. We love hearing from you. We love watching you.
Thank you for listening. I'm Kyle.
Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.